Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TZW, and I'm not in the British legendary tier destroyer, the Daring. I'm in the Italian tier 7 battleship, the Roma, and I've called this one Sausage Dodger, because I'm going to do what nobody expects. But let's just have a quick look at the setup that we've got on this ship. At least I think this is what it was when I played this game. It's an old game, and I've been playing about with some of my setups now that I've got Haruna, and there we go. So it's all simple, straightforward, nothing special, and play most ships the way that most people will get to play them. And we're here on Sleeping Giant. We've got a division on Red Team, and we've got a couple of divisions on our team, but I'm out solo in this one. So I clipped the first few seconds of the game because I forgot to look at the map as the game was loading, and I'm going to start this game doing pretty much what everybody does in this game. And the more you play this game, the more you realise that people will play the same ships in the same map, the same way, over and over again. And what you've got to think about is how you can break that stalemate and do something that will give your team the advantage. Now, you know I mostly play destroyers. I love playing my destroyers, and I will always try to cover and support a destroyer if I'm in any other class of ship. Now, I'm checking the range on my guns there, checking the range on my secondaries, and thinking how close do I need to be to this island to still be able to get my guns across the top, and that's it. I lack familiarity with a lot of ships because I don't play them that often. But every now and then you'll catch me in something other than a destroyer, and I'll try to play to the best of my abilities, but that isn't to say that I won't potato every now and then. But this one is not going to be a potato game. It's not going to be a particularly high damage game either, but what it's going to show you is how you can break that stalemate that teams get into, particularly on this map, because it's very often the case that the teams will stand at opposite ends of the map and they will trade blows at distance until somebody gets a ship advantage, and then they will push. Now I've got a cup of tea here with me, so you'll have to excuse me if I mute the mic and take a sip, just to keep the old vocal cords lubricated as we do the narration on this one. Now I go to back up a little bit what we got out there. We got a Lenin, we got a Massachusetts, and there's another battleship down there. Now two of those battleships are in division with that destroyer that was briefly spotted out on the left flank. And I'm trying to back up because I'm thinking that torpedoes might be coming this way, but this guy behind me, yeah, look, we've got a complete cluster of ships here, and this is the point where I decide, you know something, screw this. I am not going to do what everybody else does. I am going to do something different. Now, one of the great things about the Roma is that you have these rolling smokes on them. It's also quite an agile ship. I don't know what size the guns are on it. You know, I'm not an encyclopedia of World of Warships, but look at this. We've got 3 battleships bow tanking at the other end. And we can't let that happen. We need to support this destroyer on the cap, and so I am going to push forward. Obviously, I'm still spotted, which means the destroyer is still out there somewhere and can see me, and I'm going to try and run down through these islands and use them to give me some cover so I can close with these 3 guys and give our team this capture point. Now, it's a bit of a bum rush, and it could all end absolutely horribly, but using the islands for cover means that hopefully they can't get their shots across the top. I do kill some seagulls there because not all my shells make it across the top there, but we do land a couple of hits. And now we're going to get in amongst these islands and try and use them to screen our push here. And can't remember what I'm checking here, but I'm a little bit wary of pushing down. But there we go. There is the destroyer. We've got him detected. Really, at 7.3 Ks, have we got a cruiser with radar out there somewhere? Let's put some shots on him, because it doesn't matter what ship you're in. If there's a destroyer spotted, you should be shooting at it. And we take a reasonable chunk of health off him. Now we look to swinging out around to the right side of this island. I'm certain that these guys cannot get their guns on me yet. There is a cruiser way out there on the right hand side. He started to spam me, and now we are going to become the party boat. And these three guys out in front of us are not going to know what they have to do, because all they know is bow tank and trade blows. That's it. Now they are being pushed. So what are they going to do? They're probably either going to reverse or they're going to try and charge me. So here we go. Now, because I'm in smoke, if these guys hadn't have fired their guns, then they could have potentially been undetected. But having fired their guns, that lets my secondaries go to work, and I'm watching the timer on my rolling smoke screen. We narrowly avoid another set of torpedoes, and there we go. We've got that Alabama bang to rights, and he is gone for kill number one. These guys are panicking now. They're in full reverse. They know they have got their buddy in the destroyer. I am now spotted. And if you look now, that the ships that were stacked up behind that island, they've actually decided to follow my lead, and they are pushing forwards. So it has taken somebody like me to actually do something different, and to basically have a set of balls to get out and do something different than what everybody would normally do. Now you can see the amount of fire I'm taking from this chap I have out on the right, and again, he's one of those people that only knows how to do one thing. He's parked on the end of an island spamming HE. Now these guys are bowing to me, so I'm just going to go for superstructure shots. We managed to disable a gun on the Iowa. That probably gives us a bit of breathing space. This Lenin is trying to stay bowing to me as much as he can. I know that I can't afford to turn broadside in front of these two guys. I know that there's a destroyer out here on the flank. Now our destroyer, instead of coming forward and screening and trying to spot their destroyer, has gone through onto B cap as our secondaries, I think it was, yep, pick up a kill on the was it Massachusetts. And now we have the Lenin. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to see if I can knock your guns out. Here's some more torpedoes. He takes a load of torpedoes off our destroyer as I pull the trigger on the guns. And we take a third kill. We're only on 34,000 damage. But we have been tanking these guys all the way down that map. And this is what battleships are supposed to do. You tank damage because you have the hit points available to you. You support your destroyers, and everybody should be shooting at the destroyers when they are spotted. Now, that charge could have come completely undone if that destroyer had been a little bit more clever in the placement of his torpedoes. But I think those guys in the battleships were counting on him to take me out. What they weren't counting on was me being able to get that close to them and to have our team take them down, and then me to finish them off. So we have an advantage now on ships. We have an advantage on points. We have the advantage on caps as well. The Awami is out there. There are still 2 red team destroyers kicking around here somewhere, and that Chapayev, who was parked on the end of this island, has decided that it's not the best place to be now, because there is some madman in a Roma who is charging around the map doing things that he doesn't expect people to do. And there he is behind an island. The Awami pops a shot across the top of me, so I decide that I will roll my smoke. Yes, I damage control a single fire, but I only do so because I am in that rolling smoke, and I'm watching for my heal coming back and putting my guns into a position where I'm ready for that Chapayev to appear. All the while, I'm screened from the destroyers, so the best they can do is try to put torpedoes somewhere in that smoke screen and try and pick up a hit or 2 on me. Now the rest of the team have cut through from Charlie into the centre of the map, and if this was me and a Chapayev, this would be a dev strike. But it's not. That was absolutely abysmal, but we have got a very fast reload on this thing, so we're trading some accuracy, I think, for reload. There is the Chapayev again. You can see we barely tickled him, but he's going to want to get out and come and have another crack on us. Smoke screen there. That's not good. Is this chappie going to fire his guns? Yes, he is. So all I need to do is get close enough that he is penalised. Smoke fire penalty. There's another set of torpedoes. He's fired his guns. He's in range for smoke fire penalty, which means even though he's in a smoke screen, he's spotted. We get a citadel hit, and again, we don't kill him. And it's like, come on, RNG, let me have this one. Turning through another salvo of torpedoes, and what I miss here is that the Chapayev gets killed, and I still think he's there in the smoke screen, and he could potentially come out and try to YOLO torp me and take me out of this game. Obviously, with all the torpedoes buzzing past me from the left, there's a destroyer somewhere out there on the left hand side, and as I turn looking for this Chapayev again, expecting him to come screaming out from behind that island, there is a double salvo of torpedoes, and unfortunately we're not going to get through those ones. Yes, we are. Was only kidding. But he's not there. Then we get a destroyer spotted. He's on his guns. It's the Hayate. And we're on 950 points pretty much. And I'm thinking, where the hell has this chappie gone? And it's now that I realise that actually he is already back to port. Xian Yang decides that he wants to have a pop at me. We've already dealt with his 2 division mates, so it would be a shame not to deal with him too. He's either brave or stupid, but one of the things that he's going to be in a few seconds is stone cold dead. That was kill number 4. Only 58,000 damage. There was 2 ships left. I think if we hadn't played so well there, we could have been on for a crack. And maybe it's not the Hayate, but I could have rammed that battleship in A cap. But we finish, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4th for the team. So there you go. It's not all about massive damage scores. It's not necessarily about the number of kills, because all I did there was do something that the red team were completely not expecting. So don't get stuck into playing the same maps, the same way, in the same ship every single time. Think about what you can do to bring victory to your team. Smash like, leave me a comment. Until next time, take care and goodbye.